At 5, a man in his 60s says he was forced to fend off 5 young attackers who jumped him at a bus stop.
Just take a look at the injuries from the attack this weekend at a bus stop at Gratiot and East State Fair on Detroit's east side. Victor Williams spoke to that man's daughter, who says he's terrified after all of this.
Vietnam vet Philip Ramsey is spending Veterans Day trying to recuperate.
Face fractured, the whole right side, stitches in his mouth. Teeth gone.
This is what he looks like now after things got physical at a bus stop on the corner of Gratiot and State Fair Friday night around 6:30.
He said he was fighting 3 guys, and the last thing he knew, he got hit with an object. He said it wasn't a fist, it was an object, and he woke up in the hospital.
Philip's daughter, Sheila Calvin, believes that may have been a crowbar.
I don't even know what's going through his mind right now, because I called him this morning, and he just started crying.
His assaulters were described as young men, possibly teenagers. Sheila now wants them all behind bars.
I don't want to hear my son was perfect, my son wouldn't do that. I want all 5 of them caught.
And she has a message for those responsible.
Turn yourself in, because it's everywhere. You're not going to hide from this. You left my daddy for dead.
And we're told that there was one young woman who was actually brave enough to come to the aid of Mr. Phillips. If it wasn't for her, there's a chance that his injuries could have been far worse. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Thank goodness for that woman who came to his aid. Victor, I'm wondering, do we know anything about what started the fight?
Well, apparently that group of teenagers started harassing Mr. Phillips and 2 other elderly people that were right there at the bus stop. Unfortunately, Mr. Phillips was the only one to actually speak up and say something.
Just awful. Hopefully they turn themselves in or get caught some way. All right, Victor, thanks.